Chapter 18, Final Inspections and Occupancy. In the previous chapter, we discussed how to manage changes and cost overruns during construction. We explored how change orders work and how homeowners can keep their projects on track financially. At this stage in the ADU journey, construction is nearly complete. The structure is built, finishes are installed, and the project is approaching the finish line. However, before the ADU can be legally used as a living space, one final step must take place. The city must perform the final inspection and grant occupancy approval. In this chapter, we'll walk through what happens during the final inspection process and how an ADU becomes officially approved for use. The purpose of final inspections. Final inspections confirm that the ADU has been constructed according to the approved building plans and that it meets all required safety and building codes. During construction, inspectors reviewed several stages of the project, including the foundation, framing, utilities, and insulation. The final inspection verifies that all these systems have been completed properly and that the building is safe for occupancy. Cities require this step to ensure that new residential structures meet health and safety standards. What inspectors look for. During the final inspection, the building inspector performs a comprehensive review of the completed ADU. The inspector typically checks several key elements. These may include electrical outlets and lighting, plumbing fixtures and water supply, heating and cooling systems, smoke and carbon monoxide detectors, windows and emergency egress requirements, handrails and safety features, and exterior drainage and grading. The inspector also verifies that the construction matches the approved plans submitted during the permitting process. Safety systems. One of the most important aspects of the final inspection is confirming that safety systems are properly installed. Modern building codes require several safety features designed to protect occupants. These features may include smoke detectors in bedrooms and hallways, carbon monoxide detectors, proper ventilation in bathrooms and kitchens, and emergency escape windows in sleeping areas. These systems help ensure that the building provides a safe living environment. Correcting final inspection items. In many cases, the final inspection goes smoothly and the project passes on the first visit. However, sometimes inspectors identify small items that need correction. These are often referred to as punch list items. Examples might include adjusting a handrail height, replacing a missing cover plate, updating labeling on electrical panels, or correcting minor installation details. When corrections are required, the contractor addresses the items and schedules a follow-up inspection. Once the corrections are completed, the inspector can approve the project. Certificate of Occupancy. After the final inspection is successfully completed, the city issues a document known as a Certificate of Occupancy, sometimes called a Certificate of Completion, depending on the jurisdiction. This certificate confirms that the ADU has passed all required inspections and is approved for residential use. The certificate becomes an important part of the property's official records. It confirms that the ADU was built legally and meets all building code requirements. Why legal approval matters. Having a permitted and approved ADU provides several long-term benefits. For example, a legally permitted ADU can be rented to tenants, be included in property appraisals, be disclosed during the sale of the property, and be insured properly. Unpermitted structures can create complications during property sales or refinancing. Completing the inspection process ensures the ADU becomes a legitimate part of the property. Preparing the ADU for use. Once occupancy approval is granted, the ADU is ready to be used. Homeowners can begin preparing the space for its intended purpose. Some owners furnish the unit for family members, others prepare the unit for rental. This stage may include installing furniture, setting up utilities, preparing rental agreements, and completing landscaping around the ADU. After months of planning and construction, this is the moment when the project finally becomes usable. Building an ADU is a significant project. It involves planning, design, permitting, construction, and coordination between many professionals. Reaching the occupancy stage represents the successful completion of that process. For many homeowners, the finished ADU becomes one of the most valuable improvements they have made to their property. Once the ADU is completed, many homeowners begin thinking about how the new space will be used long term. One of the most common uses is to rent the unit. In the next episode, we'll explore how homeowners can rent their ADU and what they should know before becoming a landlord. If you would like additional ADU planning tools and resources, visit strategicadu.com.